Hello. So I have just returned from Alta, Wyoming. Um, it was amazing to be able to drive out there by myself. I cried leaving town, driving east with my car full of camping gear and my cooler full of my microbiome friendly meals. Just at the sheer miracle of being at a point in my remission where I could do that physically, get in my car and drive for 12 hours by myself, spent the weekend cooking and having everything that I would need for the journey. I also knew that there would be a lot I would just have to um, trust people to show up uh, when I needed things, trust that I'd, you know, the food that they served, that there would be something that I could have at the lunches. Um, trust that my body would be able to handle all the changes in schedule and the time change and having jam-packed days that were filled from, shortly after dawn until, you know, uh, evening time with mastermind activities and even to be able to go hiking at the base of the Tetons. Um, I mean, it's a miracle. Um, but as you know, miracles take work. There's a podcast I did on that. Um, a miracle is not just a pill that we take. It's showing up and saying yes to aligning with the universe and knowing that our body, our mind, and our spirit are always seeking to realign and seeking to achieve miracle. But there is work in getting out of the way of that happening and rising to meet it and knowing when to say yes to allowing the transformation and what to say no to that will prevent the transformation, knowing the right pacing and thresholds for this, which is based in the nervous system, and ultimately surrender, which I talked about last time. It's not the same as complacency or giving up or expecting to be rescued. Surrender is choosing to be present to the evolutionary impulse in your life, trusting it so thoroughly that you allow it to change you and shape you and take you through challenging experiences. And I was thinking, I knew it was very possible I might have a health crash while I was there. I did. Thankfully, my body is so resilient now that it didn't last for too long, but it did take up a good chunk of the third day of workshops. I did miss a significant amount of one of the workshops, but I listened to my body and recovered quickly. Um, Lying in a hammock, curling, bringing the edges of the hammock around my body, I felt like I was in a cocoon like the cocoon process that we go into in the body and soul sanctuary when it's time to drop into the next level of deeper alchemy and transformation. We enter the cocoon, which is a sacred container, a space where it's safe for things to become undone and to get messy and gooey. And that necessary undoing that allows for the remaking, allows for something more profound and more evolved to emerge. And we don't do this lightly. This is not a model based in intense catharsis, but in wrapping and containing and soothing and holding a process so that there's safety for what needs to move, so that what's been stuck can shape shift with as much gentleness and ease as possible. And so that the discomfort, if it arises, is immediately held and soothed and doesn't become a re-traumatization, but rather a sense of empowerment of like, yes, I can do hard things. And not in a way of increasing the pain tolerance, but in the way of like, now I realize I don't have to hold this pain by myself. So it's safe to release it. So I'm excited for the next stage in our body and soul sanctuary as we are entering the cocoon together. For those of you who are local to Bend, Oregon, I'm excited to announce I will be hosting a free workshop, which is already mostly full. You can send me an email to register if you'd like more information. If you're already on my newsletter, that information is there. If you don't have access to that, check it out in the link below in the description of this video, and you'll get the information that you need there. I really wish you a lot of courage and faith and fortitude on your healing and transformational journey right now, wherever you might be in it. And know that there are containers like ours and others that are ready and waiting to hold you, to contain your process so that you can drop deeper in and experience real shift and actually welcome miracles into your life. You don't have to stay stuck. And take it from someone who was diagnosed with an quote unquote incurable illness and who was looking at possibly being disabled for the rest of her days, or maybe not even making it. So, fresh back from the wilds of Wyoming, I tell you, take heart, have hope, and say yes to whatever container that might be for you to experience your miracle.